grab your cup. Hopefully, if there's anything that you're working on in your life, it might be the health of your physical body. It might be relationships and patterns in your relationships. It might be your own experience of feeling happy and joyful. It might be managing stress and anxiety. If there's anything in your life that's consistently there that you want to transform, I hope that you realize that the nervous system is going to be a part of every one of those scenarios, whatever it is in your life. If you didn't know that, now you do. So the nervous system is critical, and the state of your nervous system is going to determine how everything else goes. It determines how you think. Whatever state your nervous system is in will drive your thoughts. Whatever state your nervous system is in will determine your choices, and it will influence all the systems of your body. So if you are working on your nervous system, then I want you to understand this, because it doesn't just work to tell yourself different things. Like, let's say stress and anxiety. Oh, it's going to be okay. Oh, I know I can get through this. You can say all the words that you want to say. You can do all the protocols for your body, for your digestive system, to get rid of Lyme disease, to sleep better, to work on your liver and detox. You can do all of that. But the nervous system doesn't recognize any of that. And the nervous system does not recognize your words, which is why people really feel stuck, or if they do meditation or other different practices, during the time period maybe that you're meditating, you feel better, but then when you're back in your life, it's right back into those patterns. It doesn't really break anything long-term consistently, possibly for you. So the way that I understand the nervous system, and the way that when we go into that with my clients, because again, for anything that you're changing, this is critical. So I do this work with my clients. This is a context that we look at the nervous system through, and I think it's helpful. So I want to share it with you so that you can look at the work that you're doing in your own life through this lens. So imagine a brand new baby, an infant, and maybe even still in the hospital, or when you first bring a brand new baby home, and that baby is crying, that baby is upset. It's not sleeping well, it's doing whatever it's doing. And you keep saying, it's okay, baby, you're gonna be okay. I've got you, you're good. The baby, the brand new baby, does not understand the words. Just like your nervous system. Your nervous system does not speak the language of the words that you think. Your nervous system speaks the language of the feelings and the sensations that are in your body. That's why somatic work is so important. So when a baby is upset, it's not the words that you say that makes the difference. It's if you pick the baby up and hold it. For, let's say, a newborn that was just all warm and cozy in its mother's body, and now it's out in the world and there's bright lights, and maybe it's opened up and getting cleaned and it feels cold and all of those things. It's the sensations of the body that are driving the response. In the nervous system, it's the same thing. It's the sensations of the body that are driving the response. So it doesn't matter what you say, but it matters how you take care of your body. You have to get your body into a place that feels safe in your body, not what you're saying up here. So there's different things that we do. And again, go back to the baby. What would you do with that baby? You might turn the lights down. You would wrap the baby up so it feels warm and cozy again. You might rock the baby, hold the baby and rock the baby. You could use your voice, but it's not the words that makes the difference. It's how your voice sounds, the soothing, the level of the voice. So that's the concept that I want you to think about when you're working with your nervous system. How do I get my body to feel safe and cozy and calm, not by my words, but by actually creating those sensations. So there's a few things that we do. And again, like think of containment. When you wrap a baby, like you swaddle a baby, that's getting them all contained. And even for dogs, if you've ever had a dog that had anxiety, separation anxiety, or with thunderstorms, they make those t-shirts for dogs. Have you ever heard of that? Where you put the shirt on and it's kind of tight, and it helps the dog's nervous system calm down. Or the weighted blankets. If you use a weighted blanket for a child or even an adult, the weight of the blanket puts some pressure and the nervous system feels that. So you can create containment for yourself. You can hold yourself. You can rock yourself. You can use sound, humming, actually your own voice humming will calm your nervous system down. So I want you to think of all of the ways that your five senses can take in things that feel soothing. So things that you see, looking at someone you love, the picture of someone you love, things that you hear using music that soothes you, or listening to the birds outside, or if your dog snores and you love your dog, that might, hearing them snore might bring a feeling of happiness, and calmness. Use your five senses to bring in anything that returns you to a place of peace, or feeling happy, or feeling love. Smelling your grandmother's recipe for something cooking, and it brings you right back to some times and memories in your life. Smell is very strong. So that's how your nervous system works, is through your senses, and bringing the sensations of safety and the feelings, what makes it your body feel good. Then, if you do that consistently, whatever you're doing for your health is going to have much more impact and success. When you're working on changing how you think, you can rewire your thoughts from a nervous system that feels safe. When you are managing stress and anxiety, it's all about your nervous system, okay? So I hope that's helpful. Just sort of understanding, that's how it works. That's the language that it understands. That's why doing affirmations doesn't stick, or any other practice that you do regularly. It only works for a little while, because you've got to consistently teach your nervous system how to be calm, safe, and feel at peace. Okay, I guess it's time to start our day. Have a good one.